Hello and welcome back to my garden. In today's video, I want to talk to you about bolting. Bolting is something that happens especially with cool weather crops when the temperatures get too warm, too hot, and the plant sends up a really tall shoot in the middle, just like these radishes. They've sent up these really tall shoots, and that is because radishes are cool weather crops. They do not do well and they will bolt in temperatures above 75, 80 degrees. They thrive in cooler temperatures. They are best grown in the spring and the fall. And in this case, these veggies, it's just been too warm. There's been too many hot days in a row, and they have bolted. Now, what happens when veggies bolt, like radishes, is the vegetable will get woody, it'll get spicy, it just won't be as tasty to eat. But I'm still going to harvest these and give them a try. This was my first round of radishes, so they're ready to come out anyways. And then we had a bout of hot temperatures, and a few of them have bolted. I'm also going to pull these radishes over here. They got stunted and they never did grow. They never did bulb up, and they're not going to do anything. It's been weeks. I'm not really sure what happened with this round of seeds, but they just didn't do anything. I didn't get any bulbs. They didn't grow very well at all. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm going to be pulling this as well. This is my second round of seeds, and they're doing really well. I'm starting to get some bulbing up, so I'm going to leave these in here for another week or so. They haven't started bolting yet, so I'm going to leave them in here to see if they bulb up. And then over here in this grow box, these grow boxes are on my upper deck off of my kitchen. I absolutely love growing things like herbs and lettuces in these grow boxes. But in the spring, I really like growing the radishes here. I feel like they do really well. This year, my crops didn't do as well. I have a third round of radishes that I planted here. The seeds, not all the seeds germinated. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the radishes this year. I might have to buy new seeds next year, but we will harvest these and then we're going to plant something new in these garden boxes. Unfortunately, a lot of these didn't even bulb up. Some of them did, which is really great. You just pull them out like this. This is a beautiful small radish. We will still use this. It just bolted a day or two ago, so we're still going to try these radishes. They're beautiful. You just pull them out of the ground. They are so easy. Absolutely beautiful. Here's another one of the radishes that bolted. You can see that these two were grown closer together, so they didn't get as large. You definitely, when you're growing root crops like radishes, you want to give them space to make sure that they have enough room to bulb up. And if they grow too close together, they just won't get as large. But majority of these didn't bulb up very large at all. It's unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened with my radishes this year. Got a beautiful one here. All right, we have pulled all of the radishes from these two garden boxes. And the next step is going to be to add some soil. We're going to add some fresh raised bed potting mix. This is going to help add some extra nutrients to the soil. I've added some soil to both of these garden boxes. They are nice. They are raised right up to the top. Now, what happens with soil is over the gardening season, it compacts down just naturally. The nutrients, the organisms, they break down and everything gets compacted and it lowers down in your garden boxes and your raised beds. What you need to do is top up your raised beds, top up your garden boxes with fresh soil to give the garden boxes fresh new nutrients. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to add in some granulated fertilizer. This granulated fertilizer is going to break down over time. It is a slow release fertilizer, and this is going to help feed our plants over the gardening season, the new plants that we put in here. So we are just going to mix this into the soil, and then this garden box will be ready to plant. We're going to do the same thing with this garden box over here. We're just going to add in some granular fertilizer, sprinkle it in. and mix it into the soil. This creeping Jenny will grow like crazy. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm just working around it. And there we go. The fertilizer is mixed into the garden beds and they are ready to plant. Now, what are we putting here exactly? We're going to be putting some more lettuce. Specifically, I've got some Cherokee red leaf lettuce and some romaine lettuce. We're going to put 3 plants in each garden box. If you can see here, I have 2 plants here and they're doing wonderfully. We've been picking lettuce from there for burgers and sandwiches, and I have 3 plants here, and they're doing just fine as well. So we're going to put 3 plants in these garden boxes, 2 romaine on the ends, and a Cherokee red leaf lettuce in the middle. Let's get to planting. We're going to start with the romaine. We're going to put 3 plants in here. Even though these plants are small, remember that plants get large. They get large and they need the space to grow, especially if you want full heads of lettuce. Now, the other option here is you can direct seed your lettuce, especially in the cool weather temperatures. I am taking a chance here with my lettuce. If the temperatures get too warm, the lettuce is a cool weather crop as well, and it could bolt. But I do get some shade here because of the railing from the deck, and I can cover these if I need to prolong the lettuce, but I absolutely love lettuce, and I try to have lettuce as long in my garden as I can throughout the season. So we are going to be planting more lettuce. It is really simple to plant your lettuce. We've already fertilized, so all we need to do is dig a small hole and we're going to pop out one of these. All you need to do to pop out one of your transplants is tip it upside down, squeeze the bottom lightly, and it pops right out. This is a beautiful transplant, so all we're going to do is we don't need to bury it very deep. Soil level is just fine. We're going to pop it in the soil just like this, press it down lightly, and it is in there. We're going to do the same thing over here and in the middle. Let's do the Cherokee red leaf lettuce next. Beautiful red leaf lettuce, beautiful deep red leaves. We're just going to tip this upside down and pop out one of our transplants. Absolutely beautiful. Again, it doesn't need to be very deep. Backfill in the soil around it, press it in lightly, and it's planted. Let's move on to the next one. Dig our little hole, grab our transplants, tip it upside down, squeeze lightly. Beautiful. And our lettuce is planted, and as this grows, it's going to look absolutely stunning with the red and the green leaves mixed together. I went ahead and planted the other lettuce in the other garden box. So we've got 2 full. We've got this one here and this one here, and it looks beautiful. It's going to look gorgeous as they start growing. I'm going to take you to another area of my garden where I have other plants that are bolting, just to show you that it is a normal thing. It depends on the plant and it depends on the time of year that you're growing. This is my little flower tower. Now, it's kind of hard to see because it's in the shade, but I have, for the most part, lettuce and strawberries growing in here, and a little bit of tatsoi lettuce as well. And it's the tatsoi lettuce that is bolting. Now, one thing about the tatsoi lettuce is a cool weather crop, but the flowers are beautiful and the bees absolutely love it. So I will be harvesting this. These leaves are excellent sauteed in a stir fry. So I have this one here that has bolted, and it looks like the green plants are bolting before the purple plant. So the purple plant might be a little bit more heat hardy. If we go over to this part of my garden, which is my grow bag garden or my deck garden, I have the same thing happening with the tatsoi lettuce over here. Now you can see the purple tatsoi lettuce is still doing great, but the green tatsoi lettuce has bolted. So it is time to pull these plants, use them, harvest them, and replace them with something that is more heat friendly. Unfortunately, a lot of your leafy greens, a lot of your greens, they just don't do well in the hot temperatures. They really are cool weather crops and thrive in temperatures under 75 degrees. The same with your radishes, the same with your broccoli. I suspect this will bolt very, very soon, and I probably won't get heads of broccoli. I just can't grow these crops in the spring. They do much better in the fall, so we will be trying these again in the fall. But I just wanted to let you know that bolting is absolutely normal and it's nothing that you did. You didn't do anything wrong in your garden. In the end, we did end up with a small, beautiful harvest of radishes that I'll be enjoying in a salad later. And we got some fresh new lettuce planted. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you found it helpful and share it with a friend so that they can learn too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.